diplomacy delegation that visited Egypt in December 2014. The 66-member delegation included Muslim and Christian religious leaders, academics, former ambassadors, women entrepreneurs, parliamentarians, artists, journalists, Miss Ethiopia, and other prominent figures. The Ethiopian delegation met with President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Prime Minister Ibrahim Mahlab, Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri, Al-Azhar Grand Imam Sheikh Ahmed al-Tayyib, and Coptic Orthodox Pope Tawadros II. The delegation also met the Egyptian public diplomacy delegation that visited Ethiopia in 2012, along with members of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs and the Ethiopian-Egyptian Business Council. The Ethiopian delegation is the first of its kind to visit Egypt. The goal was to further strengthen the good relations between Ethiopia and Egypt and set the basis for consolidating people-to-people ties. Peace in Focus spoke exclusively to Honorable ABA-Dula Gemeda. Joining Peace in Focus is Honorable ABA-Dula Gemeda, Speaker of the House of People's Representatives of Ethiopia. Your Excellency, thank you so much for joining Peace in Focus. Good to have you, sir.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to interview by your television.
Ethiopia and Egypt are bound by long and deeply rooted ties dating back to the early 25th century BCE, to the reign of 5th dynasty pharaoh Sahura, when ancient Egypt first traded with the land of Punt. Coptic Christianity was introduced into Ethiopia from Egypt in the 4th century. Modern diplomatic relations between both countries were established in 1927, and they are the oldest in Africa and one of the oldest in the world. Before the 1952 Egyptian Revolution, Egypt had only one diplomatic mission in Africa, which was in Ethiopia. Your Excellency, as an Ethiopian citizen and an influential politician, how do you evaluate Ethiopian-Egyptian relations today?
As you mentioned, the Ethio-Egyptian relation is long back, before the modern statehood created in this area, and all civilizations are connected. The pyramid, the Pharaoh pyramid was Aksumite kingdom and others. And nowadays, in modern era, the two countries have a strong relationship, culture, tradition, history, and of course we share our river. So our relation is deep-rooted, extremely deep-rooted. But according to my evaluation, we are not using this deep-rooted relationship to our benefits, to benefit to the Egyptian people and the Ethiopian people, both sides. We have a lot of problems in this area. That is not the problem of two sides. Especially we have internet problem for a long time, and we stayed in the civil war. So we are not, as a country, we are not looking to development, and we are not looking our neighbors to share development. More or less for the more than 100 years, we are focusing on our internal problem, to solve our internal problem. So we are not that much connected. We are naturally connected, traditionally connected, culturally connected, but we are not benefited from this connection. Nowadays we are started to think. I know during the Emperor Haile Selassie and the Gamal Abdel Nasser, those two leaders had a good relation. And also there is a good leader of Africa in this area, not only for the region, not only for their corruption, not because of the problem between Egypt and Ethiopia, because of our problem, internal problem. So early after 1991, after we conclude our internal problems, especially our Syria, and we overthrow the dictatorial communist regime from Ethiopia, we were thinking again. We put our constitution, which is democratic constitution. That constitution clearly put how to live with our neighbors, how to live with our close neighbors and with others, and also have clear foreign policy, which is very important to lead our government and our society to develop and to change our society. We are not going to change our society alone. We need our neighbors, immediate neighbors, and others. So we are not live alone. We are very clear. After that, we started again back to work together. So maybe after now on, we'll benefit each other. We need each other, and we work each other because we know each other. But traditionally we are linked, as I said, naturally we are linked. So more than any country, we benefit each other.
I remember Egyptian children playing with gunpowder called Habasha Italia or Abyssinia versus Italy, and they used it to play hide and seek, which indicates how the Ethiopian struggle for independence was very much embedded in the Egyptian culture.
Yes, of course. Actually, Ethiopia is not colonized ever. From 1684 something, many European invaders were coming to Ethiopia in different ways. Some of by east, by crossing west, some of by crossing Egypt and Sudan, but all stopped on the border. That colonial intention was concluded by the Italian after Ethiopian people defeated the Italian attempt. Everything was stopped. We stayed with proud. Actually, when a state is proud, we are not alone. We had our African brothers which supporting our movement, our struggle against colonialism.
Was Egypt part of it?
Yes, of course. Yes, because when we were fighting Italians, especially the fascist Italians, around 1930 something, the Britain was on Second World War. Britons were helping us at that time, for the last. They were here, they come through Sudan, and we enter Ethiopia with our forces from the west. So, Egyptians are our supporters, including Sudan and others.
Ethiopia had always feared the dominance of a single Islamist group, namely the Muslim Brotherhood, over Egyptian politics. Do you think that the current atmosphere is more conducive to strengthening relations between Ethiopia and Egypt?
Yes. Ethiopia have especially two religions are living by harmony for thousands of years, Christianity and Muslim. We host Christianity after Jerusalem, and also we host...
In the 7th century, the Muslims
fled
persecution from Mecca.
Yes.
And they went to Ethiopia.
Yes, and So we are working on the harmony of the religion existence in our country. Religion is out of government and we are operating.
But my question is, you were not actually comfortable with the existence of the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, dominating Egyptian politics, right?
That is the issue of the Egyptian people. From our side, we leave this issue for our Egyptian brothers. But from our side, from our view, we don't support any extremism, rather the political extreme, or the Christian, or the Muslim. We need democratic Egypt.
You are former Minister of National Defense of Ethiopia and former Chief of Intelligence. The Ethiopian government has earned praise in the West for promoting religious diversity at home, while also battling Islamist extremism in the region. So Ethiopia is also involved.
Yeah, involved, yeah. We are not involved in Somalia to manage the difference of the religion. We are involved in Somalia to manage the terrorist activity which is activated in that area.
Which is related to Islamist extremism.
Yeah, no, actually it is not a religion case. Only is not from my understanding. Islamism is not created. Islam not create terrorism, because there is nothing on Quran to be a terrorist. Islam is a religion of peace. That I'm not Muslim, but I know in my country I grew up in Muslim community, and I know some of the Quran. I don't know like Bible. There is no any terrorist intention on Quran. So Islam is not a source of terrorism. Not at all. Islam is not a source of terrorism in Somalia or Iran or somewhere. It is a political intention. It is an instrument. So we have to clarify the terrorism and the religion. So from my experience, we are very clear. We treat terrorism in Somalia, elsewhere. We fight, but we are not fighting. We are not suspecting Muslim for one second, because Muslim is not the source of terrorism.
You headed an Ethiopian public diplomacy delegation comprising 66 members that visited Egypt in December 2014. How successful was your 4-day trip to Cairo?
When we are coming here, we are very sure we can explain our intention to the Egyptian people. The Egyptian people understand us, and we can hear their concern from their mouths. That is our plan. And our plan was succeeded.